Hold on.
My niece Ashley, who very much posted her videos on social media with some accusations about her family. My family was a little surprised.
Well, there was a lot going on the internet.
Tamar announced that she would be interviewing our niece Ashley on Tamar's podcast. I didn't think it was a good idea.
I am getting Ashley. You're not going to make me feel bad about that. I wanted her to come to a safe place to tell her.
Okay, y'all, so Tamar Braxton finally broke her silence. And when I tell you this woman said what she said with her whole chest, we're talking drama, family betrayal, and legal documents being thrown around. So Tamar comes out and she's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done playing these games. And she starts spilling tea about what's really been going on behind the scenes with the Braxton family. Now, we all know Tamar has never been the one to bite her tongue, right? Like, this is the same woman who has given us years of entertainment, years of keeping it all the way real. But this time, honey, she went in. She said that networks have been hiding the real truth because it's too raw, it's too messy, it's too real for television. And I'm sitting here like, wait, you mean to tell me that the chaos we've been seeing on Braxton Family Values is the tame version? Because if that's the edited, watered down, family-friendly cut, I can only imagine what's really going down when those cameras stop rolling. Tamar broke it down for everybody. She said reality shows are edited like movies, okay? They're cutting scenes, they're rearranging timelines, they're making storylines fit into neat little 45-minute episodes when the real story is way more complicated than that. She's like, the Braxtons you see on TV, that's the surface, that's the trailer. The real movie, y'all don't even know. And honestly, I believe her, because we've all seen those reunion episodes where things get revealed and we're like, wait, that happened and we didn't see it? Exactly. They're keeping the juiciest parts locked away in the vault. But here's where it gets messy, y'all. Tamar didn't just come out to talk about the networks and the editing. No, no, no. She called out her sisters, her own flesh and blood. She said they've been acting sick and dishonest on television. Sick and dishonest. Those were her exact words. Can you imagine calling your own family out like that in front of the whole world? Tamar said her sisters have been performing for the cameras, putting on a show, being one way in front of America and a completely different way when the camera's cut off. She's talking about fake smiles, fake hugs, fake resolutions, while the real drama stays bubbling backstage like a pressure cooker about to explode.
Blame for something that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all give about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
And Tamar made it clear. She is done pretending. She's done with the fakeness, done with people sweeping real issues under the rug, done with protecting people who won't protect her. She literally said, if we're not going to face the real problems, then we shouldn't even be on TV. And honestly, she has a point. Like, what's the point of doing a reality show if you're going to keep it fake? At that point, just go do a scripted series and call it a day. Now let's talk about Towanda, because oh honey, this is where things get legal. Tamar confirmed that the whole cease and desist situation with Towanda was real. Like, actual paperwork was filed, lawyers got involved. This wasn't just some petty sister spat that could be fixed over brunch. She said the tension between her and Towanda had been building for a while, and it all started over a clip that never even aired on TV. Now think about that for a second. Whatever was in that footage was so intense, so explosive that it triggered legal action. We're talking about content so damaging that one sister had to send official documents to the other sister saying, don't you dare put this out there. What was on that clip? What did they say? What did they do? We may never know, but clearly it was enough to blow the whole family dynamic wide open. And then Tamar starts bringing up even deeper family pain, y'all. She mentioned her niece Ashley, who was her brother's daughter, and she started talking about the tragedy of Ashley's sister passing away. Now, this is the kind of pain that families don't just casually discuss on camera. This is real trauma, real grief, the kind of thing that changes a family forever.
So, when my house got robbed, that was really hard for me. And people that's close to me knew that. And I have gone to great lengths and spent an obscene amount of money keeping my home and keeping myself safe, because it's just Logan and myself.
Yeah.
And when that was violated, that was like, wow, so y'all giving out my address now? Well, y'all know. Because I know everybody was like, well, she lived with her mother, and everybody thought I was having financial issues. No, that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like, I didn't want to leave from my mother's house, because if everybody has a good relationship with their parents, your home or your family's home is a safe place. So for me, it took me a long time to actually buy a house here that I actually lived in. Like, I have 3 that's just sitting here in the city because I just didn't feel safe enough to move into.
Yeah, so when they gave out that address, you just felt like they already knew what you was going through?
Yeah, man, because, not only did he send it to my house once, he sent it to my house 3 times. He sent it to my house. He had someone walk it up to my house. He sent it where they sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it there. They sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it through
and it said your name on it,
said
obviously.
my name, where I was, and sent it through UPS. And I'm like, I mean, are we being intentional here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really upset about it. And unfortunately, at that table was the first time that I had seen
them, like, I got a cease and desist, and nobody said anything.
Because it was never a factor of a cease and desist. It was a factor of who gave out my personal information.
Yeah.
My home.
Being blamed for something that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Tamar said the family had deep private pain that they never wanted to unpack publicly, and bringing it up reopened old wounds quick. Like, we're talking about wounds that had been buried for years, and now they're all bleeding again because somebody decided it was time to stop pretending everything was okay. She also talked about long-standing issues related to her brother's behavior. She said these issues shaped the family dynamic for years, and while everybody else in the family wanted to ignore it, sweep it under the rug, act like everything was fine, she was the one carrying the truth alone. Can you imagine being the only person in your family willing to acknowledge reality? Being the only one saying, hey, we need to talk about this, while everyone else is covering their ears going, la la la, I can't hear you. That's exhausting. That's isolating. And that's exactly what Tamar said she's been dealing with. So when she finally decided to speak up and bring these real issues to light, how did her sisters react? They turned on her, cold, like ice. Tamar said the Braxton family has always been focused on looking polished, looking perfect, looking like they have it all together for the cameras and for the public. But behind the scenes, manipulation, hidden tension, constant pretending, and she was tired of it. Tamar made it clear she's the only one who won't stay silent anymore. Her honesty shook the entire family dynamic like an earthquake, and now everyone's scrambling trying to figure out how to deal with it. She said that if they're going to talk about real issues, they also need to talk about safety, and that's when she dropped another bomb. Y'all, Tamar revealed that she went through a break-in at her home. Somebody broke into her house. And when I tell you this completely shattered her sense of safety, like, imagine being a public figure, a celebrity, and someone violates your personal space like that. She was so terrified after this incident that she moved in with her mother. Miss E. Tamar packed up and went to stay with her mama because she didn't feel safe in her own home. She said she didn't want strangers knowing her address, so she spent serious money, on real security to protect herself and her son. But here's the part that's gonna make your jaw drop.
She was trying to break it up, so we're just gonna go with what she said. When she tried to separate us, I didn't feel like she tried to separate us. I felt like she tried to separate me. You get what I'm saying?
I can see why you think that.
Right, because she pushed me and turned and protected Tony.
She did.
Right? And gave you a superstar. You're the number one R&B, right? So that's what I was feeling like.
But aren't y'all all superstars?
I mean, okay. Fine. I don't have to be, and I definitely don't have to be in my family dynamic. I'm okay with being the youngest sister of amazing siblings that I grew up with that are beautiful and talented and Black.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have to be a superstar in that situation. When I'm at work, you will give me my flowers. You will respect me. But when I'm in that situation with my family, we don't even have to bring up our occupation.
Right.
And the status of our life.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah,
right?
I don't think so.
But I just felt like I was pushed in the corner at that table. Like, I really came to discuss my niece, where's everybody head at in this, and who gave out my address. That was the objective for me. Yeah. And I didn't mean to come, in a way that was combative or aggressive. I was really trying to have a real sensible conversation. Now, when people started pushing my back up against the wall and I had to come out fighting, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Do you feel, did this happen, this whole situation, the cease and desist, was that sent before Towanda's wedding?
All of that was before Tawanda's
Before Towanda's
and
wedding?
before the bridal shower that I was invited to, but I wasn't invited to.
Do you feel like you was uninvited because they felt like you were trying to put the family on blast with your niece, or?
I wasn't trying to put my family on blast with my niece. My niece put her experience on blast by herself.
Yeah.
And I signed up to support her. And I still am signed up to support her.
So what was Towanda's issue with you? Do you feel like that you were uninvited from the wedding? Because originally you were.
But I was uninvited from everything before the table.
Yeah.
So was I really invited to the wedding, or was that another part of being gaslit?
Tamar revealed that someone in her own family gave out her address. Her own family. They knew she was scared. They knew she was trying to rebuild her peace and her sense of security. They knew she had invested money, energy, and emotion into protecting herself and her child, and they shared her address anyway. This wasn't just careless, y'all. This was a real security threat. This put her in danger, and Tamar felt completely betrayed and exposed. Now, you might be wondering, well, couldn't people just look up her address online? And normally, yeah, that's a risk for celebrities. But Tamar explained that her property is not even under her name. This is a privacy strategy that a lot of celebrities use to avoid stalkers and to keep their information off public records. Keeping her name off the property was intentional protection. She did everything right to stay safe, and her family sharing that address destroyed all of those safeguards. They basically handed out her location like it was a flyer for a block party. Unbelievable. So where does the Braxton family stand now? Well, from what Tamar is saying, the sisters aren't speaking. Legal threats are still floating around. Old family issues that were buried for decades are now exploding into public view for everyone to see. And Tamar, she's done. She's done pretending, done protecting people who won't protect her, done playing the game. She's telling her truth with no filter, no sugarcoating, no editing. She's saying what needs to be said, and if people don't like it, that's their problem. Tamar wrapped it all up by making one thing crystal clear. The real Braxton story is darker and messier than anything we've ever seen on TV. The tension, the emotions, the chaos behind the scenes, it's way more intense than what makes it to air. Reality TV is only showing us a lightweight version, a PG-13 cut of an R-rated situation. And honestly, after hearing everything Tamar had to say, I believe her 100%.